You'll have to excuse me, I'm just getting everything running properly. You'll have to excuse me, I'm just getting everything running properly. And it seems to be running fine. Huzzah! You'll have to excuse me, I'm just One day we shall have an editor who does this. Now the editor is just Alex. But anyway, welcome to Two Old Emo's Kingdom Come Deliverance. So we're playing a little differently, a little crazy. Ow, my knee. I just whacked my knee. And it hurt like hell. I didn't. Right. Should we get this a little closer? Yeah, just a little bit. Because I'm going to lean back and I want it to be able to pick me up. Okay. Let's begin. We are just going to do this normal because I don't remember how to play. And I have not played this in a very long time. Time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his son Wenceslas, the idol, on the Bohemian throne was falling into disarray. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, Jim. Jim, who was known for having cracking parties and hella keggers. Ooh. Countryside. There's rabbits, a river, deer. But welcome to what is essentially medieval life simulator. With some Disney-ass music. This is a very dramatic way to say eventually you're gonna get dysentery. I wonder what hero I'll start as. A grand knight? A wizard? A rogue upon the forests? Awful job. I hate to do it. Mining sucks in all of history. Spend your entire time down a hole. I don't vote for you.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
She's sculpture, innit? Welcome to medieval, not England. It's actually... I think it's Eastern Europe. I'm not sure where this is set, actually. Ah, maybe I'm the master blacksmith.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry?
Ah, Henry must... Oh, I'm a blacksmith's son.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then.
Ah,
Quick clout
peasant
down the
love.
edge should do it.
Both probably smell like feet, but they happily hug.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
I mean, at this point in the medieval period, I'm pretty sure I'm a grandfather.
Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
Which means I shall die.
Sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he
Dude
feels
makes
about
swords.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that.
I just scratched myself as
I
well.
scratched myself as all, and now I'm probably gonna die of, like,
Trying to
I
move,
don't know,
you really do get hurt.
handworm.
Now get up.
Not a rogue. Being a rogue gets you hung. Don't want to be hung. I've never been hung in my life. Just gonna stare blankly at nothing. There it is. The downside is, no matter what console you play this game on, it is slow to load. I'm actually playing it on a PS4. So anyone who wants to come at me for a lack of graphical fidelity, fuck you. Hey. I've also moved where my mic is, so you can't see the mic, but I'm figuring out the distances I have to be from it to talk. So if I'm sitting over here, how well does it hear me? I don't know. I've also moved where my mic is.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
I like to have perfect planning. Right, what do... Oh, shit, yeah. Speech, agility... Ooh. Being with Bianca raises my vitality. Winky face. Or I was working in a forge. Either way, I'm going to die before I'm 30. I think we're going to say we were with Bianca.
I was with Bianca. We were, talking?
Talking, were you? That's what you call
Nah.
it, is it?
Stop it, man. Didn't tell you this, so you could do this.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
So I'm learning to sword.
What of it,
What
Mom?
of it? What
Do I
of
need
it?
to tell you that I'll never be able to afford a sword, being a blacksmith's son? The most I'll ever be able to afford is a stick.
You know how you'll
Honey,
find
I'm
me out when
home.
he finds
Aw.
out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong. I just wanted to try it.
On your own
It's like when you
head,
told me
you
that
then.
God was going to punish me for touching myself. He
You can
didn't.
deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Alright.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
My friends aren't drunks.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it. for
Yeah,
long.
you don't have that many rights.
I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask
How
him
old
yourself.
are you meant to be, Mum?
I will.
You're not a boy
Ah.
anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the
Seriously,
forge.
how old is my mum meant to
You
be?
made
How old am
yourself
I?
useful now and
I mean,
then.
it's medieval
Wouldn't
period, so I'm
mind
probably
your
about
decision
15.
making So much.
And more loading. Oh, Jesus. Hot. Hot. Tasty. Oh, it's really weird. Yeah, it's weird when these games give you feet. I know you expect it, but it's still hurt. What are those shoes? Gonna grab these nails for Teresa. Nice. Oh, we got a house with an antechamber. That's swanky. Granted, I was sleeping on a bench, but you know. Taking this bread roll. Toast. I am nailing Bianca, but I'm also staring at these apples, which I'm getting. Well, I can't steal them while sitting. Why? That is a. Boo! Oh, we even have a larder. We have so many fucking apples. Jesus. And now we shan't live through winter. No, Eva, did you not hear the chat? Bianca and I were just talking. Ah, sweet, more stew. Multitasking is the domain of the fairer sex. Yeah, that's what the fairer sex keeps saying. But the fairer sex seems to be full of lies. No, not, in fact, a woman in-game. Yeah, you can't be a woman in-game. Whee! Run, 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 run. So this is my town. It's a nice little town. Look, we got arrow slits in the walls for some reason. And that guy's in a straw hat. Run, 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 run. We can't burn it. No, there is a charcoal burner. Hello, peasantry. And look, it's my friends.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
We could try.
Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man.
Sure.
And as it
That's how
happens,
peasantry
it's the
thought.
last
I think most peasants in the medieval period were more focused on not starving to death.
Yes?
I think that was the big thing.
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Oh, bugger. Also, their mindset was probably more, I could go travelling and see... Although, saying that, there were, fun fact, it was quite common for peasants to walk to Rome and other places of worship to go on a pilgrimage, which is what the Canterbury Tales is about. Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Shut up. I need your sword. Combat Master Vanyek, I need your sword. I don't... Okay, why are we at this secluded house? What sword fighting are you teaching me? Oh, look at you being all nonchalant. He's gonna teach me how to use my meat sword.
Get started?
We can.
With your trousers down.
And since today's
Somewhat
the last time
imaginative.
we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Haha.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life
Whoop,
depends
whoop,
on
whoop, whoop, whoop. Wha? Sure. Wha? Who? See, I'm moving. I'm moving.
All right, all right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing
Reese's
from
cups,
different
Reese's
sides.
cups, Reese's cups,
Unpredictability
Reese's
is
cups.
key.
Let it out, let it
Never
out, let it out.
yourself.
Wah. Wah.
Not bad.
Wah.
Again.
Wah.
Not bad.
This is one of those things.
Good.
Stop fiddling it in. Okay, Eva, how do I hit on him? Give me the line.
Point to the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Wah.
Good.
Wah.
Good.
Ha!
Good.
Also, you're wearing armor, so that's not really fair.
Good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder
Is that a
time.
two-hander in your
As soon
hands,
as
or are you
land
just happy
one
to
blow,
see me?
Follow it with another. Very good. Nice.
Slice. Slice. Slice.
Good.
It's almost.
Alright, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman.
Okay, well,
You have to work and
maybe
work.
if you hang out with me
And the
some
main
more,
thing
it'll
is
be
to use what
Gamba
you
gone,
learn
not
to
Gamba
real
son.
combat.
Get
There's
it?
nothing better than
Get it?
experience, believe me.
Okay. Is that chainmail? Because you seem like a whore who chains a lot of males. Vanya? I didn't put any points in speechcraft. I don't know. Let me put my pole in your arm. Right? Like pole arm. Get it? Pole arm. Because it's like...
May the Lord watch over
I'm
you,
atheist.
Henry.
Which may go against me in this. But Eva, what about... Have you got cold and died yet? No, my mother, who looks like she's only 5 years older than me, has lambasted
How are
me for
you,
being drunk.
Henry?
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast.
What are some other ones? Peasant see my tree, because it's a log. Peasant see my tree. Get it? What did you see? Hi, Dad. That's a low-grade sword.
What's the matter? Didn't you hear me calling?
Quality of your attire is how well groomed you are. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you, and also be a really risky task. If anything influenced by your strength and deterrent. Okay, you can. Okay. I won't be ordered around, Dad. Lever, I thought I'd leave all the daddy issues to you. I'm still trying to think of great, truly great medieval pickup lines. Are you the plague? 'Cause you've got me on my knees. Nice. Nice. How could they resist?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense?
Bring up
Anyway,
the plague on the
lots of work
first
to do today.
date.
I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and...
Kunesh.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage.
Sure, I'll be happy to.
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the cross.
You want me to go and pick
Because how's your mooing?
Right.
'Cause is that
Charcoal.
specifically medieval, or is that more just
And
general
Stop off at the tavern
furry
on the way
nature?
home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl.
I mean, we all love
Right, so make sure
milking
Bianca draws
things,
me an
probably.
ice
I don't know. I've never milked a cow. I assume it's enjoyable. People do it a lot. It's just, I don't know rural either. I've never been to a farm. I live in a city. Are you the Magna Carta? Because I want us on an equal playing field. And then uninterested people will use it to pretend like they don't have to get a driver's license. I don't have any money.
God be with.
Stop telling me God will be with me. I don't even know God. Hey peasants, God's a woman. That'll fuck him up. Pretty sure women aren't mentioned in the Magna Carta. Women aren't mentioned anywhere. This is medieval, wherever this is. And it's good King Wenceslas, so... Speaking of that, it's like if you play...
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done
If you
only
play good old
He had to abduct the king.
Bannerlord or Mountain Blade, if you play as a woman, the game is 10 times harder because no one
He
listens
had
to you.
invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for?
Hey look, it's the only German
Empires
sounding guy in the
always
entire
under English
game.
hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
and
Just
Hitler.
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
You are strangely American.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself.
Actually, this guy's weirdly American too.
Which is the rightful
Hi there, my name is, I believe that we can always use a gambison and a
Wenceslas is the king
sword.
of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are
Oh,
on
we're in
his side.
Bohemia.
To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst
I'm
had
a
to
Czech.
send Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund and
forget
Hey, baby.
what Germans
Looks like you've walked into the Checkout Republic.
yes,
It wasn't a republic in this time period, so they wouldn't fully understand that. They probably also weren't called Czechs in the same way, so it's actually really misleading for a
Deutsch has gone
chat
too
line
far.
from the period. But
Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea.
I'm checking
Deutsch deserves to be
this
taught
whole
a lesson.
conversation.
Doesn't he, Fritz?
too, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up on the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him?
They want me to throw poop at a house. Pretty sure this is just Saints Row. I'm not a...
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a
That's disappointing.
Honestly, Hal,
Because I'm not a sociopath. He has a different opinion. Jesus. There's nothing wrong with a differing... Oh, wait, it's a medieval period. I don't know, flog him? I guess. Right. Where's the drunk lad? No, you're a Choco Burner.
Here, enjoy
Oh, it's Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Premarital sex.
You're a beauty of
Oh,
course.
that.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Come on, guys. I need a good chat up line, a good medieval chat up line to fit this thing. I can't talk about how I want to pitch her for father. That's a bit weird. The Deutsch is saying stupid things. Girls like it when you talk trade, right? That's what ladies like. You walk up to a girl in the pub and you're like, "Hey, baby, you want to talk trade? Want to play Lord and Serf? Alright. Hey, want to play Peasants Revolt? Ting. Axe. I'm sorely tempted at one point to go out, walk up to a girl and just go, "Hey, you want to talk trade?" That's Tinder chat up line for you.
I need ale, but father told me.
I see.
But I needed to gather strength, but I look...
Henry, you
Wait, look, we're both 12. It's time we made a family. And you died in childbirth.
Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer.
Well, I'd say
Because
he's an
that's how
exception.
relationships... That's what you never have. You never have The Sims medieval. Mostly because it would last a total of 5 minutes. You're too green.
There.
If it's
Satisfied?
charcoal you want, talk to my hired hound. I've no time.
Where the frig is this fuckwit? Okay, you're there. Maybe he's F? I mean, I suppose I can always... You can't delay, no time to lose. I can't remember what sprint button is. Oh, it's O. God, I hope I don't fall over, break a bone, and die. Well, this is awkward.
God be with you, Connect.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't...
I'd like to see him try.
Oh, that's a I thought that was a fist and a wrist. But it's a mouth. Is that a himbo moment? That might be.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just...
Do I need to lean forward when I say... I must have misheard you.
You wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. Yeah.
Well, looks like I'm gonna beat this guy to death. Ha! Ah, you son of a bean. Ow. 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 I don't know how to block.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
You're mean. I didn't even want to fight you. I didn't know how to block. You cheated. Dick. Ow. I broke my knees. By the way, I'm gonna kill you. Dick. You're not getting this back. Also, he punched me in the face. I'm going to my mum. Mom. Mama. He punched me. He's a mean man with the mean face. Mommy. He punched me in my mean face. Mom. Wee. Hello. My mum isn't here. How dare the woman leave the house? Insulting. Hope Dad doesn't realize I didn't get his stuff because the guy beat the crap out of me. Funny old world. Can I borrow your hammer? No reason, I just want to punch a guy in the face. Also, it feels like a do sleep for eternity thing. Wouldn't recommend it. All the vampires I've seen who sleep for eternity, they come back and they're super grumpy. Well, this smells like horror. Right. Let's go talk to the Lord. I don't want to know what just badooped, but I assume it's horrible. Do I dare tell y'all about the dream I had? last night. It was super weird. Super weird.
I'll be with you.
Don't ask about why I'm all beat the fuck up.
How are you?
Bad. Look at me. How do you think I am?
Things could be better.
That drunkard? It won't be.
I don't know yet, but I have a feeling.
Too right.
I've just been to the tavern.
That bastard. One day.
Driasm. I don't know what a driasm is, so I can't. Basically, I had a dream that we were streaming Persona, which says a lot. But Alex in it. Actually, I'll ask Alex. Do you mind me telling about the stream?
We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel.
It's nothing bad,
Right.
but I just need to know.
The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We look.
I can't wait to see this.
When did I ever botch any?
But I will wait to see if Alex is happy with it.
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll.
Right away.
Yeah, I'll definitely kick your ass. I'm certainly not being beat. Do it. So I had a dream where we. Tell you what, Alex. Do you want me to tell the other half of the dream if I tell it?
Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by.
Godspeed.
You certainly will. After today,
You can
the
tell
ale might even be on me.
Well, neither one does. They're both negatives on me. So in the dream, I was playing Persona, and then Alex, who's obviously on this other screen, he ends up looking like he's gonna, chuck a buck, and he does, and he tries to cover his mouth. Now this is all happening on camera on the stream, and I'm too shocked to stop it. And he tries to cover his mouth to stop it, and it ends up coming out his nose, and it comes out his nose with such force that his chair starts spinning. And I'm still too shocked to stop the stream. Chuck a buck. It's a polite way of saying, hey... Yeah, he chucked it. I use made-up slang, so I don't have to say the actual words. And I like chuck a buck. I think it sounds good. Chuck a buck. Sounds better than he chucked his stomach contents over a table. But yeah, he ended up coming out his nose at sort of such a velocity it made him start spinning in his chair with everyone watching, and I was too shocked to stop the actual stream. No, he vomited normally, but then he covered his mouth, and in doing so, it came out his nose at such a speed it spun him. Look, you already beat the crap out of me, so I'm not going to deal with you. And then the other one is more of a negative towards me, where I had a dream that I ended up deciding to meet a person of the night, which is a polite way of saying, and I ended up renting, and I had to go to her room, and I went to her room. She came in, and then she was actually not that into it, even though I paid for it, and I asked her what was wrong, and we ended up having a conversation about what was wrong in her life. And then nothing happened, so I crotch blocked myself in a dream. As a fun fact. Whee! So yeah, those were my two dreams. And I swear I recognised the person in the dream who was hired. But I don't know where from. So where the hell is my mum? Yeah, that was kind of my reaction when I woke up. Okay, I need to rob this guy and find my mum, who's the only person who can heal me for whatever reason. It's in here somewhere.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Well, let's just say... Come on, we've all had weird dreams. Y'all can tell me if you had a weird dream. Alex said he had a weird dream and he didn't actually tell me what it was. Alex, what was your weird dream? Okay, Fritz was throwing poop at a thing. Are you my mummy?
God save Henry.
Laurie, if you fell asleep, you don't have to wake up. It's good to sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep is healthy. Oh, hey, look, pure drudgery. I'm not helping. Bye! I never get to... Laurie, you don't have to make it to our streams. Honestly, go to sleep. Health before strems. Health before strems, Laurie. You don't want to be like an Eva and never sleep. I've never run so fast my vision blurs and goes black and white. Hey Dad, I got the crossguard for you. That's the one thing I did.
What did you actually do in Cutton?
Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to any... But I was never...
I'd like to see Cutton.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end, you'll learn...
And do you know Sir Rad...
We've known it... About...
When I asked Kunish to pay...
That bastard. You don't look...
I'm fine, but it didn't...
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'll sort him out this...
I can take care of it.
Well, you're a man now, and a man has to earn respect. And give that drunken sot what...
Right, first, I need to find my mum so she can heal me. Mum! It's my mum! She can heal me! Niniva, Ninipuku, Niniva, wow. Mum, I need healing. The mean man beat me. No, Mum? Mum? Mum!
Ma? Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that.
Ma? I got...
There you are, good as... You ought to learn.
Thanks, Ma.
I guess. Right, now to go beat up an older man. Nini Lex... Nini Laurie, Nini. Shut up, Eva. Sounded so much like it. Like I said, what, Eva? Nanako could beat up an old man. Nanako needs to get her shit together.
Hey.
Right, you.
One beating wasn't...
But you still owe...
You'll get nothing from... I'm telling you. What do you want here? One beating...
But you...
You'll get nothing from me. I'm telling you.
I'll stab you in your stupid gherkin, you ugly Butte Prate. I need to find Fritz. Where's my friend Fritz? I mean, granted, this is a town in medieval Czech, so there's got to be someone called... my friend Evil wants your hat for reasons.
God be with you, Henry.
It's definitely not pyromania.
Good health.
Alex, you've clearly never been murdered.
I'll lock him in the hen coop, so he'll have a proper appetite next time. That'll ruffle his feathers.
Are you gonna kidnap someone? Has anyone seen Fritz? I need to find him for reasons. So what you want? Inns look cozy. I mean, they all ran off in this direction. Hey, look! It's Alex! I can't kill him, but, you know. I wouldn't kill Alex. I'm not that much of a murderer. Well, they definitely threw poop at it. Sorry, I broke into your house for no reason. It must be A then, surely. No, A's the fucking dude with the coal. Where the hell is this Fritz person? If only I hadn't lost that stupid fight. Oh look, you're at the well.
One beating was.
But you still owe.
You got nothing. I'm telling you.
Well. Wait, is that Fritz? That might be Fritz. He looks Fritzy. Ah, fuck. You're not a very good guard. I literally walked into the back room.
Well, Henry, I'm glad you came.
Mother of God, you don't.
Yeah, well. Apple, bread roll, carrot, chamomile, dried fruit drinking, final admirer, detection pear, quilted, brown jacket. Oh yeah, fun fact about this game, you can only save using Savior Schnapps. It's the only way to save. It's got limited save pools. And then Fritz here is the ability. Well, either you could help and look it up, but you refuse to. No, you're a gambler. I don't want to talk to you. You're a villager. Yes, adamantly. Villager, trader. That's Baron. Just give me 1 second.
Is something the matter?
Kingdom come.
Someone
Deliver. I'm standing right behind you.
God be with you, Henry.
I must be going mad.
Okay, collect as many things as Kingdom Come. You can do fighting him, steal back the item. Still, you have to open the chest, but use lock. We'll discuss where to find Fritz. Okay. Okay. Near Kunesh's house. Who the fuck is Kunesh? Why is there a band playing? That's why you shouldn't deal with old drunks. Okay, northwest is somewhere around here. I probably should have done the little poop throwing quest. Hey, Danny. Danny, do you know where Fritz is? It's really annoying that they haven't made this a goddamn thing. Buy a bag of charcoal, buy ale at the tavern. I do like the fact the map is a little model. Okay, I know who Fritz is. He's the boulder face looking fucker. So he's somewhere in Goodwill bins, I think. Check that. Well. Danny coming out with the sass on the pass in its immediate amount. Found him!
Listen, there's this lot.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it.
If you say so.
Never heard.
Thank you, Fritz. You. I mean, you look like you've got the intelligence of a. What did you tell Eva? What did you tell her, Danny? Ooh, pillory. Fun for some, haunting for others. Told you I'd find Fritz. Oh, he's here. You leave. Alright, go do something. I don't care what.
Is someone there? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Or else what? You want to fight? I'll fight you.
Can I do anything to help? Get the hell out of here. There's
Can I
nothing here.
Just leave.
Get going.
Blame Neku, he knows what he did. Oh, Eva, you gotta share. Share, Eva, share. What did Neku do? What did Neku do? Ow, what? Ow, what? Dude.
Yeah.
Still don't know how to block. Ow, what? Ow, dude. Ow, what? How do I block? Oh, I got my hand up now. That's got to be a block, right? Okay, you want to play this game? We'll play this game.
Jesus.
I didn't mean to get in. You started this fight, whatever your name is. Well, dodging's a bit cheap. Ow, ow. Ow. Dude, relax your beans. Ow, my knee.
Kurwa fixed.
Okay, well, we're getting up there. We're getting better. Adrian! Ow. Ow.
Miss.
Well, yeah, because you keep dodging, you ow. Stop dodging.
Sod it.
That's not what he said. Ow. Ow. I don't know how to dodge. Why does he always get the blocks? Okay, with the... You know... I can't one-punch him. Also, Neku, what did you do that's gotten Eva so distracted? Just die, you fuck. Ow. Ow. Oh, you are gonna make me run to my mummy.
Well landed.
Ow. Ow. I feel like he's trying to beat me to death. I got a new tail wag sticker. Oh. A new tail wag sticker. Is it waggier than before?
Now.
It's every... Is it gonna be a... Don't show them. No, show us. Hey, friends, do you maybe want to help? Good. There we go. I didn't kill him. I just want to make that abundantly clear. He's alive. I had nothing to do with his murder. I mean, you know Alex is watching. Can I see it privately? I wore a bow for you, Neku. I just want to point that out. I wore a bow for you. Yes. Send it. Send it so I may see what's gotten Eva so distracted. Not that distracting Eva is difficult, in fairness. Mummy, I got punchies. Please help me.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. I won't stop bleeding.
Oh.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Wow. That is... Wow. Fair enough. That is a... Let me just check it real... Let me just check it again. Let me just check it again. I mean, I already saw the drawing last night, the time I was there, which was very, By the way, I killed the guy.
About time.
Kunesh is dead.
Kunesh didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things.
Took, meaning he gave them...
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours.
Fair point. Give it to me.
Can he serve the dessert? Wait, sir, you serve the sass. You get my kicking of the ass. By the way, Neku, you can join in the current thing we're doing, which is trying to figure out medieval pickup lines. You know, like, is that a halberd, or are you just happy to see me? Do you want to grab my polearm? Do you have the plague? Because I want to stay in bed with you for, like, 4 days and then dies. I'd share my plague with you, fair. Remember, make it hot, keep it... No, Eva. Just keep it... Make it kinky. The plague want some? I like that Henry famously can't read. But he is apparently... What do you mean I don't have enough money?
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Let's just drop it down to a nice little 6.
Satisfied?
You're right, Pinch.
Okay. What about a 6.4?
Satisfied?
Well, now a little. Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
Oh, I bought too much charcoal. So, you want to buy it back? We did it! I've seen enough tail. Alex, usually for your birthday, I buy you a bottle of whiskey. If I have the money this year, I'm gonna buy you a tail, like one of the ones on a belt, just so you can put it on Layla and just. I've retoured. It'll be fine. You can put it on Layla. It'll be magical. Anyone know where you can buy a good tail? Neku, where can you buy a good tail? What am I meant to be doing? Oh yeah, I gotta get the ale. Jump. Jump. I can't jump without whistling. It's a rule! I call it jump whistling. It's gonna be a thing. Right, let's go talk to Bone Anchor. Hey.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
No.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me.
But take care.
I don't have any money. I spent it all on coal.
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back.
Out of the question. Here you go.
No, you can't.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that...
Vanya?
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's...
He promised to teach me how to use a...
What use would that...
Enough.
Hal, I've got something special.
Does that say?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps. I hope...
No, I'll thank her properly later. Or just leave. Fine, whatever. I don't need her. I'm happy enough. I've got friends. I couldn't find them for a bit. Screw your conversation. I should probably wash my face. I'm kind of covered in blood. Is he still dead? Yep. That's awkward. Thank God I didn't have to fight him myself. Because I was not winning that fight. I've got everything you wanted and I'm covered in blood.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
Oh, hey, Eva, they've got your hometown. Sasau.
Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. And fire up the forge.
I'm the oldest looking 8-year-old you've ever seen. And Mum was wrong. Touching myself didn't bring doom upon the village. Nor did premarital sex.
By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he?
But I also didn't do it.
Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays...
All right,
well.
Alex,
Having my son
chill.
in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand? Yes. Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation.
I doubt that.
Well, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish. So what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never
Disagree.
win an
I killed the guy who didn't pay
Remember,
you.
Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
That guy wouldn't pay you. He's dead. I mean, I didn't kill him. My friends did, but still. Foosh. Foosh.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up. When I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
I mean, to be fair, in the medieval period, being a blacksmith was a pretty good job. And you didn't have to farm. Farming sucks.
Do it.
But wrong one move, and I've got a burned off schliness.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done.
But
now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
right. That's gonna be wobbly.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons.
Was one of them not using your mouth?
And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university.
Oh, yeah, fun fact, in this game you can't
And all
swim.
without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy.
Fisticuff life.
It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund?
Yes.
Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Well, ain't this a charming peasant life? Nothing bad's gonna happen here. Use a hammer, man. Use a covering. What are you doing? Metal on metal? You're gonna chip it.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa.
You're not the anchor.
They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the...
I already have them. I was gonna sell them.
Henry, are you alright?
The fuck are you laughing at?
Here are those nails.
I am still covered in blood.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway.
Oh, Henry, you cad.
Fine, lad.
Fine ass.
Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Well, that works.
We did a fine
I remember when I first played this.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Oh god, he's a hipster.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it.
I didn't learn how to use a sword well.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis,
Nippolopolis.
How odd to find such an accomplished
Dude,
swordsmith
stop pointing the sword at my
in a place
dad.
like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave.
I wonder when they started using wine glasses.
Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his
No.
craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Well, I don't like him.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
Your name's Martin?
It's been an honor, says Svan.
I would trust no one who wears that hat willingly.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik.
It's a
Thank you.
stupid looking hat. 7 out of 10. On the evil scale.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Good thing you'll stay alive for a long, happy
Teach you how
time.
to use it like Sir Radzik said.
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down.
These penis haircuts and cows to
I'd
hide
like to
their
know
bowl
more than the
cuts.
tavern on the green
That's
is.
the way it works, but penis
Not the trouble
haircut.
with an
Oh, you mean
intellectual
his hat.
writer.
It is a bit
Already
phallic.
started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside
That's
the
a
house.
stupid reason.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end
Well, you
my
mean the guy
days in
definitely didn't beat to death?
Here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first,
Ah, the linden tree. Do you know what the linden tree is famous for?
Meet them, or
Smells
beat
of
them.
cum.
You have to keep going on
Apparently.
about it.
Then you've no need to learn sword.
Well, yeah, but it's an RPG. I need to learn so.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
I wish you taught me how to use a sword now, Dad. Oh, you might get shot by a crossbow. I might be brutally murdered. Well. Does someone want to close the gate? This seems like a lot. Maybe close. Oh no. Hey.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Yeah, maybe close the gate.
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No.
Fisticuffs
Do what
all
I
of
say
them.
right now.
Time for a punch. One punch!
He'll take care of you. He owes me.
Oh, cool, they closed the gate. Oh. How? Okay, you're wearing chainmail. That shouldn't happen. Dad?
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move!
His monster. He didn't tell me to delete anything he found in his box.
Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go
Too late.
back!
Hold my bag. Throw it in the river if I die. Maybe help the guy with an arrow in his shoulder. Oh, Dad's a badass. Don't know why anyone bothered. Dude, get away from Mama. She heals. Oh, he's got an evil mustache. That's an evil Delete my bag history. Oh, well, that's just like grossly unfair. And he's bold, like a clear sign of evil. Dad? Oh, that guy's wearing a mask that has a mustache. Oh dear. Like, how evil do you have to be to go, I'm not just going to have a mustache. I'm going to have a metal mask of a mustache. Yeah, no, he's definitely evil. He's part of GMB News. He's Fox News in America. Oh, I could close this gate. Although the last one got opened by a kick. Officially member. I'm Batman. Alfred. I'm in the medieval period, Alfred. Alright, or just leave me. Alright, cool, I guess. Thanks, friends. Running. What is with Henry and not closing door? Is this because I touched myself at night? It is. I touched myself at night and now my parents are dead. Mother was right. I should have eaten cornflakes. Link to the past. Oh shit. He's very slowly walking towards me. I learned commands. Commands what? Shit. Yeah, well, everyone loves a good dad dying. It's a part to the story. Your parents dying. Batman wouldn't be Batman if he went home and his mum was making, you know, a sandwich. Commands what? Commands goes. Like my parents. Wait, who's touching you? What's happening? Hello, Bezos. Oh, shit. Time to leave. How do I get on the horse? Okay, I didn't want to inspect it. I wanted to get on it. That's not happening. Ow, my butt. Hi. Cool. Apparently being a hero got me murdered. Sounds like a controller issue. Fuck off, Eva. Cheeky sod. If you'd have been on KB&M, you'd be fine. Well, I'm just going to go back to my dream girl who told me about her day. And that was it. Emotional damage. Didn't I find a sword? I swear I found a sword. I did. Apparently I can't. How do I draw it? Nobody's taught me how to draw a sword yet. I could win a sword fight if I tried. Like, how hard is it? You swing the pointy stick at the opponent. Like, I nearly won a fist fight. I can win a sword fight. Still hasn't told me how you pull out a... Just press 1. I don't have a 1 either. Sounds like a controller issue. Well, maybe if you PC didn't depress... Also, Eva, I'm sure you know that with Spider-Man 2, it's been proven that the PC can't handle the same graphical shifts as Spider-Man 2 does. So, get good, scrub. Them's fighting words. Actually, Neku, that's a point. When's the next, oh no, the raping and pillaging is starting. Neku, when's the next gameplay stream? Ah, shit, it's right in my hammy hole and Mummy's dead and she can't heal me. Tonight. Ooh, I will have to join for part. Unfortunately, Neku, you stream so late. Trinity trigger is in 1 hour. Well, I'll try and pop in later, even though I'll probably still be going in an hour. I don't know how to bandage wounds. Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to do what they didn't do in Game of Thrones and run Serpentine. Ha! Try and hit me now. You discovered Ronva. It's not going well. You go grab that food and charge your controller. I'm going to Serpentine. Ow, I got an arrow in my butt and in my foot.
Left. Talmberg is to the left.
Okay, Serpentine is not helping. And I'm 90% sure. Trinity trigger what? Well, it's like a trigger, but there's Trinity. There's 3 of them. I actually slept yesterday. Good. I'm glad you slept yesterday, Eva. I'm very concerned you don't sleep enough. Alex is also concerned.
Run for it.
I missed Neku's stream. Well, I'm sure Neku will forgive you. You got Neku's new thing, which I'm now going to have to load up Discord again and look at because it's a whole thing. Like, I didn't even, like, run, Straw Hat Man, become king of the pirates. I mean, is it everything? What about Two Old Emo's streams? Eva, what are you going to say about that? Are you going to say Two Old Emo streams aren't everything? Are we second best in your mind? You're about to hurt someone's feelings. Now look, I know Alex didn't... Wow. Hurtful. Hurtful. You heard it first, Alex. We're not as important. How am I going to replicate the sticker? Hey, do you guys maybe want to help? I've been shot like twice. Do the whole thing on stream. I'm not doing that on stream. Because I don't have the flexibility of V. But I feel like now we should just ignore Eva. Fine, second place is a sticker. No, it's no worries, Eva. It's hurtful. And we might cry, but no, just no worries. Emotional. Can someone get this arrow out my fucking leg?
Someone give him
Or
a drink.
medicine.
And bring hot wine and bandages.
Ah, cool. Booze. That's I bring you so. That's a bad social contract.
Who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without
Except for a
warning.
horn.
And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Hey, look, it's Gandalf.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Tell you what.
Grit your teeth.
They'll maybe give me something to bite down on.
Pull that arrow out.
Passing out. Hold on, let me just look at that. Let me just look at that. Look at that pose again. So it's the.
Easy.
Okay, so it's the hips with
Hold
the
on.
side, and then you got the
Reluctant
hands
now.
in between.
The arrow missed the bone.
I think that's more of an Alex
needed
pull off
bandaging and
than
I've
a
done that
me,
often
if
enough
I'm
before.
honest.
War is a good teacher. you
God
stand?
damn, we got them hips for days.
There you go. Good as new.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna die horribly.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
No. I got an arrow in the leg.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy.
It
what
is
exactly
telling that
happened?
this is an
see
indie
the
game
insides
from
of the
it's not
attack?
indie, but it was a small
there more
development team by the fact they took whatever voice
So,
actors they could, because nobody
I don't
sounds
know
like the
what army
past.
it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying.
Oh,
over the hills of
doggo!
Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge.
Maybe send
in
your
the
army?
I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those cumans of Sigismund's.
Ah,
He
the
said they came hungry
cumans.
from the
They're also
east, and
used
now
in
they're the core of
curry.
his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks...
Disagree. Depending on the amount of men they have, and
Indeed,
depending
sir.
on the enemy army, they could hold for ages.
And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it into the
No,
castle?
he died.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now.
Yeah.
No one else can help us.
Well, you could gather your men and send your doggo
Thank
out.
you for risking your neck to warn us.
On my thigh.
Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Maybe some armor and a hammer.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all
So,
the
fun fact
necessary
about
arrangements.
castles: you could hold a castle with relatively small numbers of people. Most castles gave up due to starvation rather than being assaulted. It's not like Total War where your men climb the ladders and step. Although I've often wondered what the point in taking castles is, which everyone does when you see a castle. You just think, why not just go around it? And the point is, it's more of a structural thing, but it also adds a certain level of concern. A castle has a garrison, it might charge out and attack you in the back. During the period of the kind of Viking invasions, they tended not to bother with castles because it was no point. The Vikings didn't want to bother taking them half the time, and there was no money. Yeah, garrison fucks up your supply lines, they come out, they sortie, they attack. It's not fun. During the 100 Years' War, for the few fights that happened in, not a lot of bothering. No, they didn't have supply lines. It wasn't what they wanted. Vikings liked attacking.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss.
Vikings liked attacking things with money, basically.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but
That's the thing. Most fighters in history don't give a shit. I'm starving to death. Can I have food? I'm starving. I haven't eaten in days.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
Oh, look, she's got handholds.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you?
It's my bear noise.
Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you.
Oh, yay, generic meat.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed.
I feel like she's gonna want me to dingly dongly her.
Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yeah, sure. Wait, why did I lose reputation? Lentils? Gross. I hate lentils. Food. And now bed for sleep. A chance to dream. Did I eat enough? I feel like I'm... Nope, hold on. I gotta go in there. Oh shit, I'm actually tired. Nope, my eyes are failing. I might pass out and die. That looks like a bed, I guess. Well, best not to think about my parents dying. God will sort it. Let's see, we could sleep the Eva amount of hours, the me amount of hours, the Alex amount of hours, or the normal amount of hours. I could sleep the Neku amount of holiday hours, but that's 3 weeks.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Still haven't washed the blood out of my clothes. Hello.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you.
Okay, I'm getting sus about you.
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Uh-huh.
It's just what you need.
He's already asleep.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you.
came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you.
You want to hear about my dad?
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
Oh.
I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. With God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I feel like a flogging is in my future, but I'll tell her the story.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
And I beat a man to death.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind. Because my girl Bianca...
She's dead.
I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening. But our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for...
I've still got it. I don't know how to draw it.
Father and I always chat in the forge. He said no. If only you'd known.
Okay, I'm getting the pity thing here.
Already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
2 out of 2, 5 out of 8, 3 out of 5.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way.
God have
Oh God, she's into it.
And then death.
I don't know what to do.
The gate to the castle. They were carrying the...
I can't even imagine.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to... I wasn't safe yet.
May God
I mean, they probably will. Or not.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I succeeded.
I mean, that's not exactly what happened. I whistled and ran away.
And rode off.
Like a...
I'll never forget the horror.
That's kind of how it went.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
I will say, for this game, one thing I have learned when I played through it ages ago is that Henry is actually a great character over time. But he's a realistic character.
That is the work of Satan.
Granted, my Henry's currently covered in blood because I don't know how to wash.
Corrupted by greed,
You'd like it, Eva. As a history fan, I think you'd like it.
whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors
Are you connecting your husband's?
I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but...
I had to marry someone slightly older.
Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
But that's totally the same to your parents being brutally murdered and all the pillaging going on in your village.
He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left
Barely
alone
18,
with
so you were an adult. In fact, you were old.
We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from divicious friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone.
Should
and my
I
husband
bone
to
her?
rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an
Do you want me to
enemy
bone her out of
crown.
pity?
And
Is this a
even then,
pity
he
bang?
refused to
Is this a
surrender the
pity
castle
medieval
and
bang?
release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harvel punished for it?
Never. And
I
after
mean,
7 years, my husband
prithee,
returned
pity
to me,
bone the
a
fair
firm
damsel.
old man.
Thine own meet
So Divish
sword
seems like a
cometh
strong
upon
man.
the damsel in her
Certainly,
hour of
and
times.
He has many concerns. He had to rebuild
Regard
Talmberg.
thine own
After
mind.
he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city.
So are you comparing you
Of course,
being
something
bored to
going
my
on.
parents dying?
Now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and
Fertile? There you go. Beautiful is better than fertile.
the best
Don't
years
call
are still
people
ahead of you.
fertile.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true.
Virile.
But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Virility is my highest stat, you know.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
It seems rather rude for the lord who saved me to bone his wife. I bet that room smells. Also, I don't have a pillow. I just want to point that out. Let's do it. Once again, how did they break down the gate with a horse? Thank God I don't have small clothes. Make him lord of the cucks as well as his domain. She got a proper lancing. How? Look, I already did Batman. Why is your forehead so swollen? Well, Necker, I don't know. Why you gotta have them hips, though, in the sticker? I'll answer with that. Why you got them hips, though?
What's happening?
Not complaining.
The battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Also, I haven't washed the blood off of me yet. Because my hips don't lie. I'm afraid of bear. I don't fully understand the oh, that's lockpicked. Or not fully understand. I don't know how it works logistically, but does the booty swing when the tail wags in that circumstance? Like generally, I just don't know. The tail wags the booty. The tail wags the booty. Okay. Depends on how aggressive the... Well, I would hope it's aggressive. I would hope in a tail wag situation in that circumstance, they've got a good amount of wag.
Men in his army, prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers.
Like, you want a good amount of wag, right? Like, if you're in the circumstance where there's wagging going on, you want it to be a...
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly.
bit wet, isn't it? You're not wet at all. Depressing. I assume you can also have a coy wag going on, a little coy tail wag.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it?
It's the lady of the keep. She is a lonely lady.
Set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle.
Considering his moat, he had a moat and no thing.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like
Tell me about it. Total War has taught me that having a try as Ben Shapiro's wife. If you don't know about Ben Shapiro's wife, look it up. It's hilarious. Like anything Ben Shapiro does generally is hilarious, because Ben Shapiro is like just funnily stupid.
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
Hey, did you bring the bodies of my mum and dad?
At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me.
Once again, my parents are dead.
As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a...
Your granddad was an idiot.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his
I'm just going to point out, I still got an arrow in my leg.
But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm in the castle.
Is this the best time to be having this conversation?
Right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No.
No adventuring for you. I smell a traitor.
Might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
He's not a traitor, no.
March to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle.
I could be a Skyrim guard. Although, fun fact. That's right, welcome to the fun fact stream.
Here, sir.
The reason for the statement taking an arrow to a knee was an old saying for getting married. That's why they say it. I took an arrow to the knee actually means I got married.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join
So
you
yeah, fun fact there.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you
Don't call me a donkey.
Sir, quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quiet.
Take an arrow to the when you take an arrow to the leg, you marry someone who's very bossy.
I'll lock him up here as
And I say that as someone who just took a knob off my jaw.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again.
It's not ADHD, it's just, it's there and it's, you can spin it and it comes off, you know?
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. It's a dark
Well, yeah, it's night.
Move out!
So in your case, was it you or Alex that took an arrow to the leg? I'll leave that up to you guys. Who do you think is the bossier one? I don't know why I entertain this. Because you are canonically married.
Tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between
The
you
fuck
and
are you looking at?
And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people. Now he knows
Don't leave.
fled. Keep your eyes peeled. Report
Can I leave? I don't want to be here anymore.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen.
Is that a request or?
I'd rather it was a
Of course I'll help.
Splendid.
Cool. How do I wash my face? I'm kind of bored of being covered in blood. Also, I'm maybe starving to death. We're gonna be friends.
Good day to you.
What do you think about that?
I was surprised. I'm glad them people were saying.
Maybe he'll leave town.
Maybe, maybe not.
You mean a bath? No, not a bath.
By the way, I was sorry to hear about your parents.
Cool, that's great. Eva, who takes a bath in the medieval period? It's raining. That's nature's bath. Nature's bath. Old bread roll.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall.
I will. I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get
Am
hungry.
I need to eat something. Do you have any food? God, do you know where I can get food? Rain hard enough for the medieval bidet. Look, wiping isn't till much later in history, alright? Wiping is a function of the future. How is this a private area? Maybe if we just close this. Do a little bit of robbing. Oh God, I forgot about this. Fuck, I forgot how bad the lock picking is. You'll then see a diagram below, which you have to find the right spot. But inside the cursor it turns gold. When you find it, then you have to use the lock to hold lock mechanism. At the same time, you have to coordinate the movement. Oh my God, I forgot how much this sucks. It's just a bad mechanic. I don't even remember where I meant to fucking turn it. I just want to point out, this is very easy. Yes, yes, on a controller. I know, Eva, your general dislike of controllers is well met. But it's... I never figured it out. Like, how to do it. Well, that's a better long distance arrow. See, the thing is, I need to do this for a later thing, and I do not remember how it works. But, you know, they let me into their house, so I'm going to steal everything that isn't nailed down. Because if you played Elder Scrolls Online when it originally came out, what they didn't... So, fun fact with Elder Scrolls Online. When it originally came out, the stealing mechanic wasn't really fixed, and the guards didn't act correctly. So you could steal heavy armor in the first town you went in with relative ease. And I mean relative ease. Well, that's a box of spears. Nobody uses spears, but, you know, point in fact. I don't want to do that while I'm in here. Need to find the kitchen. But yeah. And the funny thing is, if you stole the equipment in ESO from the first place you found it, well, this is untoward. It didn't look anything like your chosen nation's equipment. So you end up walking around with the wrong culture's equipment. It's weird. I don't know if they fixed it. This was a long time ago. Arguably, it was before any of the DLC. But there was no negative to stealing anything. But I don't know how much ESO has changed. I mean, I'm mostly just eating lentil soup. Lentils. I don't know if you've ever eaten lentils, but they're horrible.
Everyone to the Bailey's office. Quickly, we have visitors.
I didn't steal any armor. You don't know what I did. Oh, hey, look, peasants. What fun. Oh, yeah, this.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot.
I'll throw a rock at them.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary.
I'm so German. Hello, welcome. How's it going, guys? I killed the blacksmith. It was good.
And to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Now, what I need you to do is take a city, yeah?
And pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble.
Okay, you don't sound like you're doing
He
nothing,
and his army
you
have
know?
somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might
Would
be
you
at
like to
this
tell
time?
me where he is? My horse
I
and
know,
horsey would like
Sir
to know.
Radzig, of which you speak, is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not
Yes,
a
he is.
Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has
Fair
even
point.
less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner
Oh,
is
he's
any
doing
obstacle
sassy
to your
hands.
army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not a Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing
Fair.
to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you
So-
seem to be.
Those who have
Gaming fun fact, you can, in theory, build Henry however you want. You can be a stealth archer, you can be a conversationalist. If you ignore using a sword, you will never get past the first quarter of the game.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. As a weird side, because you have to fight that guy in a sword fight in the first... I can't remember when it is. So you can choose not to. It's a bit of the Deus Ex problem. You know, in Deus Ex you could choose to be a stealth fighter, etc, etc. But you had to do the boss fights. So anyone who plays this later, focus on combat as much as you can do, as well as anything else.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you.
Oh, they're fucking. They're fucking. And I still feel bad. They do be fucking. I can take him. Look, we've all known one person who dated someone of the opposite sex who was clearly more interested in, you know, not ourselves personally, but we've all known someone. And then they eventually went, well. Hi, can I leave?
Good day to you.
Sir Robard, I need...
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped.
My parents died.
Good God, boy.
Why did Sigismund...
That's war for you, lad. Take care now.
Okay, well, I'm not going to get out through his thing, so let's think about this. I don't even think I can draw the sword. Okay, let's just put you there, and we'll just take that, and we'll also take an ash bow, and we'll take some... I have 3 poor quality arrows. Nice. I'm going to leave, said Avish. Oh, fucking sweet lettuce.
If only it took me to.
D-pad left to draw melee weapon.
Tomorrow morning, all our heads will be on
Oh yeah.
Put that weapon away. I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do.
I'm not good enough to use it yet, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Right, so we need to go to Skalitz. I'd like to leave.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? For anything else, but he can get...
No worries, you go AFK. I'm going to continue trying to figure out where the hell I'm going. Nope, wait. Okay.
Can you tell me where I can...
Someone...
Alright. I need to figure out how to leave. That's the main thing I need to do. Can I wash my face in a well? Nope. I gotta be a dirty, dirty boy.
Good day to you.
I don't really want to talk to any of you. I want to leave. I need to go bury my parents. Hi, Mr. Divish. I could just drop, but that feels untoward. I don't want to be a rude guest. I've never been rude. I'm a good guest. This is I guess a sort. How do I use this to learn how to go slishy slashy?
The leaves are all gone.
I'll be with you. Farewell.
Okay, this isn't the way out of here. There it is. That's the gate. That'll get me out of here. Hi, can I leave? Nice hands.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a cunning wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave all...
My mother and father...
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade...
Alright, I'll see what I need to get out.
You here again? May the Lord watch over you.
Well, I could be sneaky, or I could just... won't let me just drop. That'll do it. Also, I broke my ankle doing that. Wait, I'm a prisoner? Oh, that's misleading. Anyway, I kind of broke my ankle. Also, ow. Just gonna slowly limp my way. Look, I just want to bury my parents. There's nothing wrong with that.
Got you. Jesus.
Let me go, for Christ's...
You'll go... Except back...
If I don't bury... They'll be ripped to pieces by Jack...
All right, shove me. I'll deal with the others. Kurva! Fuck! My ankle! Ah! Come here, lads. Never mind that nobody.
I don't know what happened there. That's weird. It just muted me. There he is, look. Weird. BT Dubs still bleeding to death. Need to find a place to slippity sleep.
Who's there? What's that?
Hi, can you stop robbing the dead?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Had enough?
Okay, I've got a shield, he doesn't. I wonder if we would have won if I hadn't, you know, killed that, there we go. I wonder if we would have won if I hadn't killed the guy. What's his name? You know who I mean. The guy who got brutally murdered. That is the point. They're very historically accurate. I don't know how to read. Shut up, Eva. I know how to use a sword. And a bow. I don't know how to use a bow. That took all my stamina. Okay, it's fine. We're going to take needle.
Look what's come crawling out from under some rock. You're dead. Gone weak at the knees, have you?
And it doesn't help he has a falchion. A falchion. I won! Man, I didn't mercy kill him and he's... Oh, it's L2. We don't really have anything. Well, I fought like all heroes do. Fantastically. If it wasn't for me slowly bleeding to death and with no idea how to heal myself, this would be fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet pretzels. Remember, folks, just because they're covered in blood doesn't mean they're not edible. No, I'd like to sleep so I'm not bleeding to death anymore. My tactic for jumping off of the castle was not best served. I'm going to be honest. It was an issue. I'm suffering for my choices in life. Yes, saved. Oh god, I overate. I'm a pig. It's a literal picture of a pig. Why? The fuck am I meant to learn? Okay, I learned Stronghold. Okay, what does any of this do? Enables you to use bandages, fine. Yes, Eva, manly smell. Plus it can't be combined with a savage. Can't learn that. When dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma when talking to women. However, people will smell you a mile off, reducing your sneak skill. We'll go with Scout. Also, why haven't I found more bandages? I am actually bleeding to death. Just saying. And I kind of want to. I want my shield. Oh my fucking god. I mean, I didn't steal this shield for no reason. Right? I had a reason. How did none of you have bandages? What is this? I murdered somebody. Kill someone. Have a good time. Nobody has bandages. I'm bleeding to death. Well, he died with a Mary G. I don't want your fucking carrot. I just want not to bleed. Really? I had to select a number for one? Fucking game with their stupid realism. What, peasants don't have bandages? I broke both ankles. I didn't even know what the... What does any of this mean? I healed the bleeding. Can I make bandages? That's an important question. The bleeding is probably going to kill me before long.
It's the charcoal burner.
Just literally your blood. Yeah, well, that might help, Eva, but I can't find anything. Also, my eyesight is getting worse and I am bleeding to death. I bled less when I got an arrow in the leg. Seriously, I can't just make a bandage. There must be a way to make a bandage. In the last 5 minutes is a zombie apocalypse. In that, you can maybe try and stab yourself with an arrow then. Eva, stop giving advice. You're bad at it.
Hey!
Stop looting the bodies. Also, bandage? It's arguably getting worse. Everything's red now. I may be dying.
Why would anyone do this?
What did these poor souls ever do?
Yeah, how dare they try and loot these bodies? Yes! Where? I got a lot of apples. That didn't stop the bleeding. Well, it stopped most of the bleeding. I'm not currently dying. I am bleeding to death, but... You know, who doesn't love red? And look, we found a few more bandages. This is good. I'm not bleeding anymore! Yay! How does one heal sore legs? Does it go down over time? It must do. Right? But at least with the no bleeding, I'm not going to die horribly on my own. So that's good. Now I just got to find my parents. I killed one guy. And hey look, I found another bandage. So things are looking up. I'm not bleeding. But I can eat a fuck ton of apples. Wait, why am I dying? What is that? What is that? What? Oh, for fuck's sake, I got food poisoning! Eva, don't even start. Don't even start. Shut up. Shut up. Look, sometimes you get food poisoning. Right? This is just like when I play Fallout with Alex and I get all the viruses and the bugs and the weevils and a bunch of other things. It's just what happens. And my legs are getting better. They're getting better. I just gotta find my parents, bury them, not bleed to death. And I'll be fine. I killed a guy. Like, I won in a sword fight. Oh. Also, I'm not a fan of all the dead horses. Nay, am I right, buddy? Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, before we engage that guy in combat, I'm going to run to the loo. So enjoy the "We'll be right back" screen that doesn't have any music, you lucky, lucky people. We are, we're bleeding to death. Alright. It's fine. What we're gonna do is we're going to drink a... that's not gonna help me. That'll add 30 health. No, I want to drink it. I don't want to apply it. What do you mean wait till I've digested? Can I... Cool, I can drink the schnapps at least. Alright. Let's fight this guy.
Hey, who's there? What's going on there? Who are you?
Look, wait. Be cool. Be cool. He wasn't cool. Once you become skilled in alchemy, you won't die immediately. No, I don't want the fucking bow. I'm getting rid of the bow. I don't know why I equipped it. I can't use it. I can't aim for Jack Squibble. I don't fuck. Eva, I swear to God. Too much sass, Eva, from that 4'3" ass. Okay, we're gonna do this properly. I've got a thing now.
Who's there? What's going on there? What are you...
Come on, come on, come on.
Gone weak at the knees,
No.
No! Mercy! I yelled. Please don't kill me.
Do I disarm him, continue combat, or release him unconditionally? I defeated him, as I do, as a hero, but I'll leave it up to you. Much to my chagrin. Alas, I leave it up to the chat, and the chat often has similar views on just murdering everybody. Y'all's bad people. Oh, and Neku's going juice box. The downside to only having Eva in the chat is there's no one to stop her.
I'm in no mood for talk.
Bastard! Shit!
Yeah, well, good point.
Had enough?
No, actually, I'm not actually targeting you. Uh-oh. Eva, if you get me killed, I swear to God. Don't you dare. I won. Okay, and we got some proper stuff. Alright, so that should give us some actual armor. Which would be nice. Still bleeding to death, mind. I just want to find my dead parents. I don't want to keep fighting these people. They're there, alright? I can go up to them.
You didn't run like me. You died with a sword in
Yeah,
your
I
hand.
did run like a coward. Ah, good times.
You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon them like me.
Can't see my parents. It's all a bit red. I found them! Yes. Mom, I need healing.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything.
Neku in the background for anyone who wants to listen.
I'll never run away again.
It's a sad cutscene. It's your dead parents, Eva. Honestly, just because it's not a furry boy with the abs for your gutter mind.
First, I have to find the shovel and take
Wait,
care
I
of it.
actually have to bury these fuckers? Yeah, well, I've lost parents in every game I've ever played.
Here. Under the linden tree.
At a point, you lose parents to the degree where it just happens. Oh no, under the cum tree. I mean, better they smell of cum for this reason than they do because of, say, for instance, a necrophiliac. Wait, do I hear a doggo? Is there a mother trucking doggo? Buried beneath a cum tree. It's almost poetic. Is that where you want to be buried, Eva? Also, welcome to 2 Odd Emo streams. It's weirdly red. Deal with it. So how are my legs not gotten better yet? Like at a point. Now, this is a bit much, in all fairness. I get it. They want to do, you know, realistic things, but as there's no way to heal, it's kind of a pain in the ass. There's plenty of time to lose. They're dead. I mean, they're not going to get deader. They are as dead as they can be. The dead they have achieved.
You're gonna like it.
Well, I don't know where the bloody spade is. And it's super red. This looks like the weirdest copy of Ghost of Tsushima you've ever seen. Okay, welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Everything's on fire and I'm bleeding to death. Why? I don't know. Because I can't block. It started with getting beaten up by that guy, and it's just gone to here. It was a good idea at the time. It was a good idea. Where's the doggo? I hear a doggo. I want to find the doggo. Well, he's dead. Mock me. I have fantastic ideas. Where's the doggo? I heard woofies. Yes, it was a good idea. Neko can't hear me, but it was a good idea. I can't wash my wounds. But my foot is getting better. I just want to point that out. Like, right? It's getting better. It's not where it was. But it is really unclear what's actually... Oh, no. That's the same face Bianca used to pull on our evenings.
It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. Well, fine. I'll take this as a keepsake to remember you by, my dearest.
Okay, first things first. Let's just drop an axe. And we'll wear Bianca's ring. Don't know how she got a ring. Can't afford a pair. I hear a doggo. I'm going to find the doggo. Not this way. This way? Where are you, doggo? It's hard to see with everything being red. Yeah, this is where I murdered that guy. Somewhere around here. Where are you? I hear it. Where it... With the hanging... Why do they put them all in cloaks when they hang them? I will find this doggo, because I can't leave a doggo in a woofy woofy zone, right? Right? It's... this is worse than looking for fucking Franz. Yes, exactly. It's the fate of the doggo. I don't care about Bohemia. Nobody cares about Bohemia. Hell, the only reason Goodkin Wenceslas is a household name is due to that stupid song. Oh, look, he's got a shovel.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
Aw.
What's going on? Bishop? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
I get it.
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
Dude, are you trying to rob... No wonder the dog went for you.
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his mother.
What do you care what I'm doing?
I want to bury my parents.
Came to bury my...
So bury them and leave.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the men?
No, I don't.
Wow.
How did you manage to get...
How do you...
Did you lend me that spade?
What's it worth to you?
My father forged it for...
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword.
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't... I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered?
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of coin. And now that I think of it, you're...
The only way you'll touch this...
I mean, dude, what are you going to do? Alright, bye. Hey, pup.
Easy now, boy. Know me. Your good master won't believe it.
Aw, you're a good boy. If he comes back, bite him. He didn't let me kill him, Evil. What do you want me to do? But I got a spade out of it. I think. Did I get a spade out of it? Oh, the spade's there. I don't care about him looting the corpse. It's a corpse. He was trying to beat the dog to death with a shovel, though, and that I have an objection to. I don't give a crap about looting corpses. Corpses are corpses. I mean, hell, you look at history, they did worse to corpses. I actually looked it up because I was curious about what the... I randomly had a thought. I was playing Company of Heroes, and I was trying to think, what do they do with bodies? And it's bad. Like, you read the Waterloo histories, and there are people who are knocked out in the battles, and they wake up completely naked because they've just been looted. People thinking they're dead, and you're kind of like, well, that's depressing. Also, I'm bleeding to death. Again. Okay, do I have to equip the spade? I do. Or I don't? How the fuck do I dig the fucking hole then? I don't know. What do you mean there's no time to lose? Everyone's dead. Oh, this is one of those. Ah, there we go. It's very specific. Perfect. I dug a hole. It was fine. Hole's dug. Aww, Papa. Oh, look at his little face. I'm going to bury your master too. So I broke both my ankles and I'm bleeding to death. Been a pretty sucky day for us both, right, pups?
So,
Let me keep the dog.
let's get to it. Damn it all.
Is that it? Really? I wasn't done exploring.
Up, sad over the corpses.
How am I going to do this?
Eva, stop getting turned on by Henry.
Do you need some help?
Uh-oh.
Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
It's Bishek? Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine
Look, I killed 2 of your friends already.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt. Aye. Cut the bastard down.
I mean, this might not go well for me.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
I like how this guy's attacking me with a stick.
You'll pay for
Pay
that.
for what? I didn't do anything.
Stop pitching.
Well, I got fucked up, but that's kind of the point, I think.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it's not that new.
Now, for the maiden bloodletting.
Not a maiden
Sure
bloodletting.
Your father never would have imagined it would be your blood.
Hey, look, it's a twat.
I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know.
Yeah, no, he is overarmed for a looter.
I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Hey, look, cavalry. Anyway, I'm gonna pass out again. I hope they don't look at my broken ankles. Oh, I lost Sir Radzik Cobbler's sword. No, but seriously, I need bandages on my legs. Lord fucker. My God. If only I could put him on a wagon, it'll be fine. Alex's girl I didn't want to date. They're still gonna leave my dead family there. Maybe bury them in the hole I had? Oh, they did. Okay, good. And I'm still in the wagon. I need bandages on my peen. I'm glad Rodard of Talmberg has a name. Oh, the doggo's coming! Yay! The pupper! I care more about the dog than I do this chick in the cart with me. Eva, what is Brian Blessed nodding? Okay, she's kidnapping me. Don't bring up Alma. Also medicine, plain B, please. Oh, Papa! Hey, it's the fort. I'm back in a fort. Yay! I like how we're being shown a guy in the stockade. Always good. You know what? It's a nice castle. I'll give it that. Kind of making me want to play it. You have it. Why not? It's a good game. You'll enjoy it. You haven't even seen the armor system. You'll love it. You have to wear a gambeson, plate mail, everything with a helmet. You gotta wear the whole selection. You have layers. You gotta get it washed and cleaned and fixed. This is actually less red. Do I not get a sword? I'm trying to save my family here. They won't chase me. That's a nice day when Kickstarter's actually got you to keep the game. Oh, they disappeared.
Do you need some help?
Oh yeah, he stole my sword. I'm gonna murder him. I mean, he beat me that time, but in fairness, I had 2 broken ankles. If you beat someone with 2 broken ankles, honestly, I feel like you shouldn't take that as pride. Hi, I'm drunk. Hey, Druin. Tell me about drunk. Hi, drunk. I'm Josh. I had to. Sorry. It's fine, I'm also drunk. How goes the beer festival? Uh-oh. See, that's what happens. You invite Eva with feet, and she just goes full Drew.
Alright, I need to remember what the heck we were doing. And how to get back to...
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me?
Oh, look. Hello.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Please listen. Josh, I'm drunk. The beer festival was great, but now I have to stream Battle. Well.
Be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where
I mean,
to go.
isn't streaming Baldur's Gate 3 better when drunk?
Don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after the... Why in heaven's name did you go back there?
My parents.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
I need to get my strength back. I had a few delirious days later. It was delirious. No, I'm not.
Good morning.
Evening.
It's near.
Oh. Oh, I feel like
Why do they always have that open shirt
beating you
start?
took was
What
worse.
beating? I got hit
At least
once.
the fever's broken.
What in the world were you doing?
Waiting to...
What?
They killed my brother.
Wow, cheery.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the night.
After that.
Don't say that.
Is it wrong? I kind of
No,
want
there
to play Lord of the Rings online.
But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
It's free, so I may do that. Not on stream. I might just do it for entertainment's sake. I realise that's not the greatest connection, but they mentioned a mine, and you know, they call this a mine! A mine!
How did you manage to save him?
No worries,
You
thank
were
you for
lucky.
saying
I
hi,
was in
Druin.
Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from town...
Searching for me?
Yes? Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, what...
So Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me.
Well, I'm going to go back to passing out.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water.
Is lube going to help with the napping? I feel like lube's going to lead to other things.
Good morning to you.
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and caught...
Got your sense of humour back. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, you can stay until you find somewhere else to live.
I've been lying here
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed.
well enough to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower cap.
I know Sir Radzik, and I didn't...
Yeah, it's not like the guy owns a castle full of swords. He wants that one sword.
2 weeks? My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the
You
grave.
got big ears.
If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You still...
Well, at least my ankles aren't broken anymore. I saw the video. Teresa, stay still. I've got to stare at your butt. That's apparently what I do. Pot. Wait, I can drop things into the pot? What can I drop into the pot? Nothing. You win this round, pot. A lovely day. The fuck am I gonna fight in a tournament for? What am I wearing? Nothing in particular. Alright, let's put on my green shirt, my leather jerkin, my old boots, an ordinary tarred jacket, red scarf, and tight olive hose. Hey, these aren't counting as stolen anymore. And we all remember Eva stating that jeans should be worn so tight you can't feel anything anymore. Now, I think I need to return to the bathhouse and get these fixed. Can't meet a lord in ratty hose, can I? Lords don't like ratty hose, as they say. And I remember where the bathhouse is. Hello.
Mother of God.
Thanks.
I'd like to...
Uh-huh. And
Be a ratty-ho to me. Well, I can pay for a wench and everything that goes for that, but really, I think I just want to bath and launder my garments.
Get myself fixed up a bit.
but of course,
I've just got enough gold.
I'm sure.
See, I don't call Eva a ratty-ho. I'm ever so pleasant, and I only ever get insults. In return. Only ever. That didn't really repair it. I thought it would, but it didn't. I need to sell some stuff and repair my equipment, really, because I'm running around. But I've got a sword, which in the medieval world, in regards to a status symbol, is pretty high. I mean, yes, I stole it, but still. Like, that's quite a thing. I can't... it's not clean. Don't know why I can't just clean my sword, but still. Point in fact. What do you think about my sword? Well, you went invisible, so you're clearly a witch. Gonna have to burn her later. Hopefully she doesn't have an opinion. Because that'll get a woman burnt way faster.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the scout.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope.
I don't know.
Come on, I'm not some peasant.
It's my job to stop.
I may not look the part, but I...
All right then, go.
Cool. That had a point, you dick. I'm not a rat. Aren't we friends?
Hal! What are you doing?
Oh, it's a long story.
I
What about
really
you?
need to fix my clothes.
How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran. They never dreamed Sir Ratzik would use them. The entire village slipped away. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an...
So do I.
Cool. Bye, childhood friend. That's a good hat. I like that hat. Can I have your hat?
My respects to you.
No, I don't have a take his hat option yet. Oh. You're not dead.
I see you survived.
Aren't you upset?
You still owe me. Don't...
I don't owe you. So get out of...
You're a bit of a dick.
You can't avoid the...
Of course I...
Do you really want some...
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. Look at what I've... But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where... If you forgive my...
Okay.
Alright then.
First
Very well then.
when we were running from I don't know who said it. Either way, some
under a dovecote.
That's all I know. How many dovecots could there be in Scalix?
Fine.
Well, considering I thought he was dead, that's probably better than I'm gonna get. Do you know how to fix clothes? I mean, you got a stupid hat, but
Jesus Christ be praised.
I guess. Okay, yes, he knows how to fix clothes, so I need to sell some stuff. How do I go to trade? There we go. Mm, 147, so yeah, he's... Okay. Alright, let's try and do a little...
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Do I want to go higher or lower?
Here you are.
Well, no, thank you.
Did I just sell that for more or less? Okay, I have 288. Right, yeah, no, that's fine. Right? Yeah. I don't need you to fix these. I don't give a shit about these. Fuck off, you hat-wearing cuck. Okay. I need a... There, that's armor. That's an armor picture. Armor people know how to fix things, right? Then they can fix my jerkin, gherkin. No, wait, hold on. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Well, I'm not even allowed up here. Fucking where am I? Who are you people? Fix my clothes! I don't want to be nude. I came here with a very simple... I want to look good for the Lord. That's all. I don't want an apothecary. I'm not giving you shit until I figure out where I am. Oh, it's there.
Good afternoon.
Hi, can you make it so I don't look like ratty?
God bless.
He must have repairs. I just don't... Yes! Okay, I have 200 and something.
Naturally.
I'm not... No. Eva, when have I ever seduced anyone?
Is this enough?
You won't convince me. I'm finished. This is going nowhere.
I tried. Just... Oh, now you've got all the sass, but you didn't have any of this chatty with any before. Okay, did that fix this shit? Don't smile when you're saying no. Why you love it when people smile when they're saying no? Did I get that wrong? How is it still not fixed? Oh, sure, it fixed all that except the fucking leather jerkin. The one thing I wanted fixed with its ratty-ass leather jerkin. You know what? Fuck you, armorer. What did I pay you for? You're not an armorer. You're an armor sir. An armor sus. Fuck off. I've got a sword. I don't need you. I'm in a hallway. Why am I in a... Where am I? Who are these people? Oh, that's locked. Of course it's locked. Heaven forbid they let me leave. No, I've got to go in some stupid-ass hallway. But it's dark in here when people try and do anything. I don't know. Where am I? Okay. I asked them for so little, namely to make sure my clothes aren't horrible. New DLC quest. Fuck your DLC quest. Okay, that sells me a sword that I don't need. I don't need a sword at the minute. Swords do nothing. I've got to go talk to the Lord, who's in the castle. I talk to the Lord, get... You're right. High five. Hi, Stephen. Weird name.
Would that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul. It is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
Well, I couldn't get my jerkin fixed.
Mr. Radzik. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knights Hall.
My father made him a sword.
I don't see any.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened.
Of course you are, Hal.
Thanks.
Well, I just need to talk to Sir Radvig. They're in here. They're not in here. I wonder how I feel when I bang his wife. You're doing a good job. Maybe. They'll be fine.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit.
Kinky.
Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Pirkstein is at your disposal as long as you
Fuck
wish,
off.
Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you.
Bet he's
Sir.
all hands.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzik, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of
I already want to
criminality.
punch that guy.
Oh, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
Wow.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such
Good
brutality.
Christian resorting to brutality.
I don't think
Okay.
it's the lords of this country to stand behind the king.
Sure.
Thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves
That's
apart.
funny.
Now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year.
Fritz and Irene.
Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary.
Oh, little
The less
bears.
he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Sod off, you helmet wearing
Henry.
cuck.
Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to
I
remain
jumped
at
off a
Talmud.
bridge.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others, listen.
I ignore anyone who sounds
It wasn't
American.
just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Ugh.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was
Did you
remarkable.
fuck my mum? Are you my dad?
They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Ratai. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on.
Well, my actual girlfriend died.
It's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means
Yeah,
purgatory
being
for
stabbed.
them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz. And
Yeah, maybe you
consecrate
should,
their
you
graves.
limp-eyed
I
fuck.
assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be
I
quite
do
a
love it
feast
when
for
they
the
go
wolves
against the
and
Christian
crows.
church.
And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword
No,
hangs
that's
at
not my
side.
dad,
No, the
mate.
sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would
Because
I
I'm obsessive.
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are
Well,
you?
I can't wear a jerkin.
No fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need train. So, you'd like...
I may have overskipped. Yeah, it's fine. Wait, what's happening? I overskipped. Okay, we're gonna learn how to fight.
A bite to eat.
I'm starving. We're gonna learn how to fight. Fighting's important. Wait, what? Oh, look, it's Mulan. Let's get down to business. I'm not reading any of that.
Are you the brawler? I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I...
Hang on, I know who you are.
I'm not going to fight him now, because the last time I fought someone, I died horribly. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to learn how to fight. It's important to know how to fight with a sword. You don't just fight with a sword. You've got to learn how to fight with a sword. Stop begging. Have some pride, damn you. I have no idea how this works on PC.
Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
No, I didn't know she did that.
She only started not long ago.
Oh, weird ass conversation. Can I dress like you? Yes, I can. I just need to buy armor, which I need the money for. Which I can get. I don't think I can afford any of that. It's fine. We'll up the sword skills. You do have to up it quite a degree. They're not kidding about the learn how to fight thing. Like, if you don't do the learning quest, you die really quickly in a fight. You die really quick in a fight anyway. Like, unless you take the time to buy armor. But if there's more than 2 guys, you'll lose.
Captain Bernard's not here. I should stop by.
Clearly during the day. I'm gonna sit and is there multi-combat? Not really. The combat system doesn't change. Yes, other people will jump you. You've just got to run away and like run to a point where you can fight them one at a time. If you try and take on like 2 to 3 guys at once, they'll fuck you up. It's a weird system. It's not bad, like you figure it out, but it's weird. Oh, look, he's here. He's going to teach me how to fight. There are actually combos as well. I never learned the combos. I wrote them down when I first played it.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're the...
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then. That's what Surad... because you've never helped...
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. Farewell.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to
Let's
eat,
see what you're
actually.
made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it.
I mean, I got the basics of it.
Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash.
How about I use my karate skills?
Like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Very good. Well done. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing.
I mean, he's wearing armor, so this is grossly unfair.
Not bad. Not bad. Very good.
Aw, he's my friend now.
That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. What is it? Sudden visitation by the Holy Spirit?
And you gotta swing, swing.
What are you
I'm
waiting
doing it.
What's going on?
I don't know how many I'm actually meant to do. Oh, it's at the very moment that it lands.
I don't have all day, boy. All right. Well done. Not bad.
Got it.
Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into
I don't know
the
if you
path
ever
of the
played
blow.
For Honor, it's basically that.
Very good. Nice.
Ow.
Well done.
Patronizing fucker.
Good. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Ow.
Good strike.
Kind of getting beaten to death because I sat here and waited and didn't sleep.
Ow.
I hate that. Ow. Well, let me sleep. I surrender. Okay, let's go with a little stabby stabby.
Fine enough.
Let me
Not
sleep.
dead loss.
God.
It'll be hard work to
It's
turn
a
you
fair
into a
point.
master.
Go to sleep,
Now,
Eva.
basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and the opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Well done. Good. Nice. No. All right. No, that's not it. Wrong, damn it. Very good. Nice.
Okay.
Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking.
You taught me about blocking.
When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Okay. Ow.
Ow.
All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside.
Okay.
No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again.
Ow.
Too soon.
Well,
again.
what do you want me to do?
Ow.
All right.
God, perfect blocks. I hate perfect blocks. Why do I have to do 5 of them?
Well done. Good.
So I would be talking, but a lot of this is figuring out. I hate tutorials that make
Right,
you do
now
perfect
try it a little
blocks.
faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well.
Ow.
Good.
Okay.
Not bad.
I mean, at least they slowed down. I'll give them that.
That's it.
It's very slow.
Very good. Ow. That's it. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go.
Of course I must train, but I'm slowly dying.
Captain Bernard. Wait a while, Henry.
Cool. Why are you wearing armor and I'm not? This is an unfair practice.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it?
I don't know. It's hard to take you seriously.
Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy.
I learned how to block, so, you know, fuck you.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. Simply step
What, you mean
aside,
dodge?
attack, and I'll show you.
I probably need to draw my sword.
I don't have all day, boy.
Don't you? What do you do all day?
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. If the same will happen if you
Just
move
want to
too
point
late.
out you're wearing armor.
I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
Okay. I still don't know what the button for dodge is.
No! Not like that! Oh. No, that's not it! Wrong! Again!
It hasn't told me what the button is yet. I'm just going to keep walking around him in a circle.
No! Not like that!
There we go.
Well done.
Alright, so it's when the thing comes up. Okay.
Good.
It's having a spasm.
Nice. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started. Not bad.
Technically, I dodged that. I won't remember any of... I dodged you, you cuck.
And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
Okay, so we'll go with that. Ha!
That's it.
Well.
Wrong, damn it. Wrong. No.
You son of a bitch.
Again. That's it.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
No.
I mean, in fairness, it's quite a complex sword mechanic.
Good.
It was a lot to do.
Nice.
Did I win?
Well, now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice.
Whenever you've got nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me. I can teach you something more when you're up to it.
Cool. I should probably sleep and eat. But I think we'll leave it there for tonight. Just because it's getting a bit late. So I'm gonna have me a little bit of a Thavia snaps. And we'll do, you know what? Even though he's already doing it, we'll raid. We'll raid Neku. Why not? Nice. I mean, it makes no difference, but fuck it. Choose to. Will do. Gonna. Peace out, baby bears. We will, in regards to the rest of the stream, it depends what's going to happen. Tomorrow might have a stream. Monday won't, as I'm preoccupied on Monday. I've got to do a thing. Might play a bit more of this another time, but tomorrow might do some Starfield. But either way, peace out. Ciao.